Hey Bricks, it's BrickLi here, and in today's video, we're gonna unbox a lot of packages from Bricklink. I placed a Bricklink order, a lot of Bricklink's orders in fact. So we're gonna unbox, actually, I already opened this up. We're gonna grab what's inside of here. So I actually got a couple of minifigures in this little bag right here. So I got two Roman soldiers over here. One of them is for my teacher. I want to thank him because I graduated this year, and I wanted to thank him for helping me with some steps in education. So I got one for myself and one for my teacher. That's pretty epic. So this is from a shop in France. Got a little puppy over here, which is, I believe, a gift or something. That's pretty epic. Then we got two of these Elite ARF Troopers. Also decided to add these to my orders. That's pretty awesome. So I got those figures added to my hauls. That's pretty epic. And then I got this other bag with some minifigures. We got two of the 501st animated clone troopers. So those are also pretty awesome. Oh, minifigures. Here, as you can see, we're just gonna wrap this open. I have enough of these bags. So I got two of these figures. They're the real figures. I can see in just the second I saw these figures, I could see that they're the real deal. So these are two official LEGO 501st Troopers. Of course, they're from Bricklink, so that's almost 100% guaranteed that you get real LEGO figures. Next up, we got an Airborne Trooper over here. That's a nice addition as well. I actually only wanted to buy the Roman soldiers, but I decided to add a couple of Star Wars figures as well because the seller had these. We got a Clone Trooper Phase 1 Sergeant. And then finally, we get three of the First Order Troopers. And I believe I ordered three of the round mouth First Order Troopers, and instead of that he gave me two curved mouth troopers. But yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, I just bought it to fill up some space. And then we got this a couple of additional pieces which I didn't order, but I'm fine with that. Next up, we got this little package right here. You can hear it's Lego, so that's really awesome. I love Lego. So yeah, we're gonna open this package up. So actually, this is a pretty funny story because I was just scrolling on Bricklink and I saw these Imperial Stormtroopers from 2014. These are not the dual molded Stormtroopers from the Imperial variant, but this is the older 2014 minifigure, which is just, in my opinion, the best Stormtrooper from the Empire you can get. So I actually got, I believe I got 17 of these Imperial Troopers, as you can see over here. So I got 17 of the Imperial Troopers, and they were actually around, let's say, $8 a figure. So that's pretty cheap because imagine, two of these came in the battle pack. How many battle packs you should buy for these figures? And Bricklink sellers really tend to sell these minifigures for over $10. So getting them for $8 a figure in this much of a quantity is just insane. So I'm pretty happy with that. Got all of these figures. And yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to set up all the figures I bought at the end of this whole video. Another small package for this haul actually contains a couple of orcs. So got a couple of orcs right here. Actually got 4 Moria orcs from the LEGO Lord of the Rings theme. These are actually pretty usable for my Building Mordor series. That's pretty epic. So over here I got the 4 Moria orcs from the LEGO Lord of the Rings theme. These were pretty cheap at this Bricklink seller's store, so I just had to pick them up. On top of that, over here, I got 3 of the regular bold Mordor orcs, and these were also pretty cheap. I believe they were under $7, so that's pretty epic for this haul. So yeah, awesome figures to add to the pile over here in the corner. Finally, we have a bit of a bigger package for this haul, so we got a lot of stuff to cover from this package. As you can see, a lot of stuff for Mordor. And we actually got a bunch of these light bluish gray plates. These are the 4x8 plates, so that's pretty epic. On top of that, we got these 2x3 and 2x4 dark bluish gray bricks. That's also very useful for building Mordor. A lot of these spikes, as you can see, these huge spikes to use on top of the round towers for building Mordor. So that's really useful for my building Mordor series. And I also got these 1x2 slopes in dark bluish gray color for the rockwork of Mordor, because I still needed to buy a lot more of those. Got a lot more of these 1x2 plates in dark tan color, because I really want to detail Mordor as much as possible. Next up, we got this bigger package over here. And the fun part is that I actually ordered a lot of stuff from Bricklink, and it took around, let's say, 15 days to arrive, so that's pretty fast. But yeah. So inside this package, we got a sort of gift over here that looks pretty funny, so thanks to the seller. On top of that, we got a lot of these 2x4 dark bluish gray bricks, so I'm really going to use those for building Mordor. That's really useful. Then on top of that, we got these 4x8 dark bluish gray and light bluish gray plates. That's also really useful. And what I missed while building the mountain is actually that I needed a lot of these 1x1 dark bluish gray bricks, and I didn't order them with my LEGO store orders, so I decided to buy these at the, Bricklink store. On top of that, I also got a lot of these wedge plates, so that's pretty useful for a lot of detailing of the landscaping of Mordor. And furthermore, we actually got a lot of more wedge plates. Looks like they sorted them with the place they're pointing at. I got a lot more bricks and such, and I think some money for shipping and such. So that's also quite kind of the seller. So this is the store over here. Thanks a lot. The final huge package over here actually is pretty heavy, as I took it upstairs into my Lego room. So we're gonna unbox this right now. The package is finally open after a lot of trial and error, but you can see that this is a huge package. I got a lot of bricks for Mordor, as you can see. This is a couple thousand easily. So I'm gonna just take it out of the box and show you the contents of the package. So I'm actually gonna move it like this. So as you can see, I got tons of these 4x12 dark bluish gray plates. I really needed those. 4x8 dark bluish gray plates, so a lot of that. They actually used Lego set bags for the packaging. That's pretty funny, pretty ironic. So I got a lot of these plates over here. And what is this? Is this also packaging? Yeah, they really used a ton of this plastic for packaging. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. So these are all the 4x8 dark bluish gray plates, and these are all the 4x12 dark bluish gray plates. A lot of parts in this huge hole. Then of course we've got this huge bag over here, which we're actually going to dive into right now. Most of it is actually filled with these 2x4 black bricks. And we, in addition to that, also got a lot of plates over here with some bricks mixed in. Oh no, actually it's all a lot of plates, and we got a lot of these plates stacked together, as you can see. So pretty useful for building Mordor. And in addition to that, we also got a lot and a ton of these 1x2 plates in dark bluish gray color. Also pretty useful for building Mordor. 2x4 dark bluish gray bricks, really useful for Mordor. A lot more plates, these wedge plates, so I'm going to use those for the landscaping of Mordor as well. And then finally, this huge bag filled with these 2x4 black bricks. So that's a lot of pieces for my Bricklink order. The final package over here is actually from a Instagram seller, and he has a lot of awesome clone and Lego Star Wars stuff. He actually has a lot of custom stuff as well, which is really epic. He sent me a couple of shields back a couple months back, so those really were of superb quality. So I definitely recommend you checking out his page. So I got 2 of these 501st AT-RT sets. One of the clone troopers is actually a little bit colored, but I don't really mind. I mean, I can just use some hydrogen peroxide to, well, remove the yellowing of the clone trooper. And I got this clone trooper right here. So I got 1 clone trooper right here. These are the 501st. These are the animated 501st Phase 2 clone troopers from the 501st AT-RT. Really awesome minifigures. Overall haul, as you can see, I got a lot of pieces in the back. A couple thousand pieces at least, so that's really awesome. We got all of the minifigures lined up, so I'm gonna guide you through which minifigures I bought exactly. Starting with the Imperial Stormtrooper minifigures, these are not the dual molded Stormtroopers from 2019. I actually prefer the ones from 2014. So I'm not saying I hate the ones from 2019, the dual molded troopers. I just prefer these ones. So that's my opinion out there. I got 2 of these Roman soldiers. One of them is going to my teacher. We got 3 First Order Stormtroopers, one of them being the round-mounted trooper. We got 1 Clone Sergeant Phase 1, 1 Airborne Trooper from the 212 Legion. We got 2 of those Elite ARF Troopers, 4 501st Phase 2 Animated Clone Troopers, 4 Moria Orcs, and 3 Mordor Orcs over here. So those are all the minifigures. Pretty nice haul over here, in my opinion. And then we got this little puppy over here, really nice gift from the seller. I wasn't expecting this many parts so soon. I actually have 2 more Bricklink orders on the way. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. Of course, go subscribe to BrickLi and ring that notification bell to stay updated when I post something. And of course, I'm gonna order a lot more pieces for LEGO Lord of the Rings projects, Star Wars projects, and Pirates of the Caribbean projects. So stay tuned for that. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video.